Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We are cracking on this week. The weather has definitely improved. Finally, we're starting on our deck build.
Finally!
This morning we have been just squaring everything off with a string, marking where we're going to put the holes. Because this is not a traditional just square build, it's a 3-deck system, so it's a little bit complicated.
Lots of calculations.
Lots of calculations. It's taking us a bit of time to quite do it. I have built decks before, but traditionally with wood. Now we're doing it with metal in Mongolia, so it will last longer. So it's a little bit of a different thing, especially since I have to learn welding, which I've never done before, so it's going to be challenging.
And then he said he can do it.
I can do it.
Everything.
I can do it.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be challenging. This is definitely a new project for us. We're going to make mistakes. We might not do it the right way, but we try to make it so it looks really, really nice at the end. Let us show you what we've done so far and what we still need to do. Last time we kind of squared off and made holes for the front step. It's going to have stairs on it. This side is going to be a 4 meter by 7.5, or actually 770 meter deck, and we're going to have a 5 by 5 meter deck on the other side, which are going to be 3 different levels. It's been a bit tricky since the front part of the house is not really square. We finally got it done. We've measured it out. We've worked out we're going to have 3 lines of poles. So we just marked off the back lines where the poles are going to be. Now we're going to mark the rest of the poles here. And then we need to mark on that side, and at least Zula's brother's here. He's going to help us. We got one of these petrol diggers that's going to help us. When we start to install everything, I'll go in exactly how we're going to do it, if that makes sense. So let's crack on, get this done. Since we are hiring the machine for only 1 day, we need to get all the holes done as soon as possible. Okay, crack on.
Good luck!
Have you used this machine before?
No, of course
No, first time using the machine. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Lots of stones, so we can't get to the depth that we need to. We're just going to keep plowing, trying to get the machine as deep as we can, try to scrape out. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot more work than we thought. But we keep going since we only have the machine 1 day, and we still have other holes to do as well.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Okay.
Managed to figure out the digging machine. It was a little bit of a technique, plus some big balls, and you can get it done. The 3 of us, Zula's dad and her brother and me, all 3 of us, and using the technique, got down to the level. It works fine, no problem. Those holes are now dug. We need to dig the holes for this side of the deck, so we can get that machine back before tonight. So this one is going to be a 5 by 5, so we're just going to square it off, mark where the holes are going to be, and we can dig the holes. I've actually left this side of the foundation built to explain to you a little bit how to do it, since the other side is a little bit complicated. We're going to make a simple 5 by 5 decking. We want to be square from the house. What we have first done is we have measured the 5 meters on that side. We then took poles and we took them a little bit longer than 5 meters out, a little bit on the outside as well, on both sides. We then have run string line from the point of the 5 meters to here. We can still adjust this because now we want to get as square as we can. We've talked about it before. We're going to use a 3, 4, 5 method. It's actually in feet, so it's 3 feet, 4 feet and 5 feet in a triangle to get square. We're just going to convert that into centimeters. Once we have that, we can get this one square, we can get that square, and then we know where to mark for the holes. So we get those done and we show you how we do it. So 3 foot on this side, 3 foot in centimeters is 90 centimeters. This point down 3 feet, which is 90 centimeters. We take from this point down this point, which is 4 feet, and then from that dot to that dot will be 5 feet, and then we know that we square. We do the same on the other side, adjust if we need to, and we're done. And 5 feet. So now we need to adjust that one in a little bit into 6, so that's perfect.
Okay.
That's square.
Good. The other side?
Yeah.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah, middle first. In the middle there. On this side of the deck, we're going to have a 16 centimeter overhang, and we want to work out where we're going to have the poles. We're going to have 3 poles, and of course we want the poles to be completely even, so that's why we've just been calculating the number. Then we've been going down, making marks about where we're going to put the posts, because we're going to use those posts as the railing as well. So we're going to have 3 sections with equal amounts. On this side we can't do 3 because this is going to be the supporting poles. We need to have 4 because the distance between supporting poles needs to be a minimum of 150. We've marked everything off. We're going to then mark where we need to dig the holes. We're then going to move to the next post, mark those holes, and then we have everything done. I hope that made sense.
Bye-bye.
Great. Safety first, cover up all the holes. But I'm glad we got that done. It's really nice when Zula's parents and family chip in. Hey baby,
Yes.
that's a big job. But anyway, we got all the holes done. We just covered them up since we have lots of kids running around and it's better to be safe. I love doing something new, something you've never done before. It's a bit of a learning curve, but it's great. You learn some new skills. Hey baby.
Tima.
Learning some new skills. I
Tima.
love it. Before we call it for the night, there's a little secret project that we've been working on from the beginning of this week. Come, I show you. Here is another little secret project that we've been working on since the beginning of the week, doing another foundation around the back of our greenhouse. And this is actually going to be a retaining wall that's going to go all the way around, and we're going to turn this into a basketball court. This has been a dream of Zula's dad and brother for a very, very long time. So they said, please, 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 can we have a basketball court there? So I agreed.
Not please, please.
Please, can we have a basketball court? And I said yes. So that's what we're doing. And I think it's going to be nice. We're going to have the deck and a nice fireplace in between, and we're going to have the basketball. So during the summers we can enjoy it as a family and play some games with the kids. So I think it's excellent. So that's another big job we're doing this week as well. We need to put in rebar, we need to pour concrete, and then start going around before we level off everything. So we're carrying on with this project, and we're carrying on with the decking project at the same time. We have something exciting happening tomorrow, but after that we will pick this up and carry on with it. We're up this morning already making changes on our design. Last night, after a good family discussion, we decided that we're going to make this side of the deck a little bit bigger. We were initially going to go for a 7.5 meter by 4 meter deck, but with the plans that we're going to do on the deck, we decided to go 1 meter more, so we're going to have a 5 meter deck. We're doing all things again. We're having to put on square lines so we can mark where the new holes are. Mark up the holes, drill new holes. It's an easy fix to extend our deck to a 5 meter, but we don't have much time because we're heading out to the country to help a friend, so we need to get this done so we can get going. It went pretty simple. Got the 6 more holes done. Okay, we need to go get changed, and soon we're gonna head off. We're heading out to the country. We have some friends that gave us a call and asked us if we can come and give them a hand on one of their little projects. So we're heading about an hour and a half out, and we'll show you what we're going to do when we get there.
Tima.
Tima.
Without flame. First.
Yeah. Finally made it. This is Soaring Crane Summer Camp. It's a summer camp that is run with the Value Foundation, so we're going to help them out. Hello! Hello! What you do is they want you to extend a little bit out so that it's a little bit easier to have the gear on. So we need to see at least these are 30 centimeter bricks. They asked me just to come and give them some advice, since they have a lot of students from Holland that all speak English. They have students from Mongolia, so they asked me to come and use some of my technique and skills and give them advice on how to do it. Basically what they're doing is they have the foundations for the gears, but those foundations are a little bit too small, so it's very complicated for them to make the gears on top. So they want to extend it out about 30 centimeters. So they have all the concrete and concrete blocks. Now basically what I've told them to do is clear all around to make a nice path that we can put gravel in, we can put the concrete blocks in, we can make some concrete and mix it all up. But this is a good fun activity for them. Get some elbow grease. So now they're just clearing it all out. We'll run some gravel, put all the bricks in there, fill them up with stones, cover it with concrete. Easy activity. And they're going to try to do
Easy.
well, for me it's easy because they're doing all the work. It's fun to come out and to help out. So let me get back and make sure they do it right.
Yeah.
So it started to rain. The rain has called off the work for today. The kids and the teachers are going to continue this job for the next 2 days. But I was at least able to show them exactly step by step what they need to do. They seem pretty comfortable. I said I'll be on speed dial so they can call me anytime. And yes, I think it'll be fine. My job done. I've explained to them what they need to do, so that now they will crack on and do that over the next 3 days. So that's good. So now we can head home and get back to our work.
Yeah.
We are back at it this morning, starting on the metal framing for the decks. What we're going to do is we're going to start on the metal framing for the centerpiece. That is the most important. So once we have the framing done for this side, we can know the calculations of 1 step up for this side and 1 step down for that side. All our metals come. We just got a metal cutter. Unfortunately, we can't do everything all in one, so we're going to do 3 posts first today. Let those set, and then tomorrow we can come and do all the welding around and then start to put in the other posts. We'll show you how we're going to do it, get this done. Then we're actually going to jump on the other side and do some concrete work, since we hired a concrete mixer. We're going to work on that today while this hardens, and then tomorrow we come and start the welding. Full house. Been doing a lot of research, and there is actually not so much on how to customize a metal frame deck or terrace. There is on, if you go to Google and you go to YouTube, there are videos on how to set up a metal framed deck, but those are all prefabricated. Those metals are already kind of pre-designed for the deck. This is raw material, so we're trying to work it all out. I'll explain everything to you so that you get the idea that maybe you could build this by yourself. There's 2 main metal sizes that you're going to need for building a terrace. This is a 6x6, 6 centimeters by 6 centimeters. The grade that we went for, we got 2 different types. This is 2.1 millimeters, and we have some thicker one as well.
2.2.
2.2, but they all come in 6 meter lengths. This is a 2x4, 2 centimeters by 4 centimeters. Also 2.1 meters thick and 6 meters. So these are the 2 main metal components that you're going to need to build a terrace deck out of metal. All the metal here comes with a bit of rusted. We need to grind it off, clean it up. We're going to cut those posts to size, put concrete in, let them set, and then later tomorrow we'll cut them to the right length and then make a box shape. So that's the material we're going to use. We'll probably need to buy some more, as we made our deck bigger than we planned to. This morning I was just testing it, taking a grinder, grinding off all the rust so it looks kind of new. And it's important to take the rust off, so when you do the welding it bonds really nicely. This is the metal cutter that we got. This is kind of cool. We just had to put a new handle on, so this is going to be a serious cutter. But anyway, it's going to be fun to use. So we actually started multitasking at the moment. Our trusty Mongolian drivers here, Zula's dad and brother, are starting to mix up concrete because they're going to start doing the concrete wall on that side for the basketball court. We're going to start cutting metal for the framing for the entrance to the terrace and deck. Unfortunately, the big metal cutter that we got is 380 volt, so we can't use it on our house system. It's not going to work. So we've called one of Zula's uncles. They're going to bring another cutting machine, but we want to get those 3 posts in today so we can start welding tomorrow. If that cutter comes later, it's okay. So we're just going to cut this by hand, see how it goes, and then we want to get those in so we can focus on the concrete bricks today, since we only had that concrete mixer for one more day. They're actually a little bit longer than we need. It's easier for us to get this level, concrete everything in, and then once we have it really secure, we can come and make the exact level that we need, and then we can cut around here after everything is set. So that's going to be easy. Of course, we don't want to waste too much, so that's why I'm cutting it here. So we only have to take away 2 centimeters or so after it's concreted. And then later, once it's all set, we will weld a crossbar all the way across, and that's where we're going to have joists that are going to hold the deck boards. Okay, let's go cut 2 more, get them in and get them lined up.
So how's this feeling work on the metal?
Yeah, it's different. It's different working on metal than it is on working on wood, but it's a new experience for me. So hopefully by the end of building this deck, I will master welding, metalwork, everything. And this is, I don't know what it is, but this is like a stone that they use for writing on the metal. I don't know what it is. Is it stone? Is it stone? Is it chalk or something? If you know what this material is, please tell me in the description so I know. But it is cool.
What's called?
What is it called? Is it stone or what is it? But anyway, that's cool. Trusty speed square.
Ja, hoe zit het achter me?
101 welding lesson. Yeah, this day has pretty much flown by much faster than I would have liked. Zula's uncle came and gave me a one-on-one lesson about welding, since I'm going to be doing a lot of welding. Plus I had another friend come over, give me some tips, as it's the first time I've done it. With a bit of practice, I'm okay. By the end of this project, I'll be able to weld properly, but at least it's okay. So me and Zula, we put in the 3 poles. We've lined everything up. We tried to come up with different ideas on how to do it. This one seems to work the best, where we have put in the poles and we've put in 2 bracing poles. So that means that all 3 poles are directly aligned, which is going to help when we have to put another pole on top to weld it. So that's bracing it. We've got 2 bricks, so we can kind of adjust it. Everything is measured up, everything is in the right place. So all we need to do is mix concrete. It was a bit challenging. Hey baby.
Yeah.
Let's go mix up some concrete while we still have the concrete truck. Zula's brother and dad and uncle have been building the wall over there. Let's go have a look and see what they've been doing. This beats the bathtub 1,000,000 to 1.
Yeah.
So cool sound putting it in. Everything is all concreted in. We're happy with the angles. This now can cure overnight, and then we pick this build up tomorrow. I'm going to jump in and help them finish off the last of the bricks, since that concrete mixer is going back tomorrow. It's 8 o'clock. We still have another 1 or 2 hours to go.
Yeah.
Let's crack on.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got this side of the bricks done. So this can set. We're going to carry on with the other side before we level it all out, flatten it, and then put rebar for the top section. So I think that's enough for today. Another day. Okay, I think we're going to call it for today. Mosquitoes are killing us. And we pick this up tomorrow. Good night, guys.